Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer.
I'm Steve Wilkes.
You like Two-Hearted Ale?
Who doesn't?
We did our clone recipe of Two-Hearted Ale, and we liked it. And we did a hot fermented Pilsner beer with Oslo Kveik yeast from Bootleg Biology. Why not combine the two?
And I take it that's what you did.
That's what I did. That Pilsner turned out so well. These Kveik strains, fermenting at hot temperature, warm temperature, really hot temperature, they ferment so clean and so quickly. I said, well, how would this work on a hoppy beer? So I took the recipe that we got from David up at Bell's Brewing for the clone recipe of Two-Hearted Ale, and I brewed it up. I started with 8 gallons or 30 liters of water for this 5-gallon batch, and into that I put 10 pounds or 4.5 kilograms of two-row, 3 pounds or 1.4 kilograms of Belgian pale malt, 8 ounces or 227 grams of 40 Lovebond Crystal. I rested that in the mash at 150 degrees Fahrenheit or 65 C for about 80 minutes, it turns out. Then in the boil, I put 4 grams of gypsum, 1.5 ounces or 42.5 grams of Centennial at 9.3% alpha acid for 45 minutes. This is a 60-minute boil. 1.5 ounces or 42.5 grams of Centennial at 30 minutes. And then I fermented that on my porch. It was about 90 degrees outside, so I fermented it on my porch for a couple of days with Oslo yeast from Bootleg Biology. It started out at 1064, came down to 1010 for an ABV of 7.2%. Then I dry hopped after those 2 days of fermenting on the porch with 5 ounces of Centennial for 2 days. And then I kegged it. So this was started on the Thursday before Labor Day. The Thursday before Labor Day I brewed. It fermented on the porch that Friday, and then that Saturday it was done. So I brought it inside and then dry hopped it for 2 more, let it sit overnight just in the inside to bring the temperature down. And the next day on that Sunday I dry hopped and then kegged on Tuesday. So it's like it started Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, like in 5 days I went from nothing to having a 7.2% ABV IPA on tap.
You're breaking all the rules.
Except for flavor. So now that I've talked so long that the head's gone, but look how beautiful
it looks the part.
That beer is, and it's nice and lacy.
It smells the part.
Cheers.
Cheers. Tastes like Two-Hearted clone. Tastes like Two-Hearted Ale.
The hops are super fresh.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It's nice and super clean.
Yeah.
The malt comes through very well.
Get out.
It's good.
That's freaking amazing.
Now, I have to credit Scott Janish up at Sapwood Cellars. He brews with Mike Tonsmeyer up there, the mad fermentationist. He wrote a book called The New IPA, A Scientific Guide to Hop Aroma and Flavor, and I used his advice in dry hopping this beer. I interviewed him on Basic Brewing Radio, if you want to go back and listen to that episode. And he says that their favorite method of dry hopping is to do it quick and cool. So, I didn't refrigerate the beer, but I brought it in and cooled it down to, inside temperatures and only dry hopped for 2 days.
Yeah.
And it's super fresh.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Not that I have any scientific knowledge of that, but that makes sense to me because you just pull out the best flavors. It's like cooking anything, really. The longer you leave it in, the more you pull out tannins or dank flavors or more astringent flavors. So quick, sharp, pull out the best, get on with it.
And there are chemical reasons in here that you'll have to read the book for or listen to the conversation that go beyond that. But, you know, there's no need to keep the hops in there longer than that. It's super fresh, I mean, the hop character. These are just normal Centennials. I didn't use the Centennials from Bell's sells Centennial hops now that, you know, since they...
It's like their strain.
Yeah, they have the pick of the litter since they buy more Centennials than anybody else in the world apparently. But I just use the normal Centennial hops that I got from your shop, and it tastes pretty darn good.
So good. It'd be interesting if we had a Bell's side by side with it, because to me it tastes like a Bell's. So I'd be interested to if we had, but then again you'd have to have one of theirs like right out of their tap room.
Right.
Otherwise you're getting one that you don't really know how long it's sat on a truck or.
Right.
So that's not quite fair. But this is a really really good beer, and my palate memory says this is a Bell's Two Hearted.
Yeah.
I'm just so surprised at how, again, I'm always blown away with these Norwegian, you know, Scandinavian strains. They're just so clean. These 2-day, 3-day fermentations. Of course, that gets, you know, really, I mean, the English strains can blow through a beer in 2 or 3 days as well and be, you know, perfectly good to go. We're just so used to thinking of things taking a week or 10 days or something like that. But man, but at the 90 degrees, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's just killing me. This is just quite amazing.
Yeah, and you know, we talk about the Kveik strains that we've tried, you know, like the Loki from Imperial and the Kveiking from Imperial, and then this Oslo from Bootleg Biology.
Yeah.
Just super. I mean, this is going to be my next summer. The Kveik strains are going to be my go-to yeasts. Because it gets so darn hot around here, and it's kind of frustrating to try and fight the summer temperature and keep, you know, your fermenter cool. Why fight it? I mean, if you can find a yeast that loves being super warm,
right,
and will give you good results in a short period of time,
you got a wonderful IPA here that's just quite dandy.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Quite dandy.
I don't know what else to say. Try it. I mean, wintertime is coming. Winter is coming.
It's a lovely little blade. Maybe I'll pick my teeth with it.
Winter is coming, so we won't have to worry about the heat so much anymore. But it's so exciting to have new. You know, we've been brewing for more than 20 years, and it's exciting to always have new stuff to play with.
Yeah.
So there you go. Happy brewing, everybody.
Cheers.
Come and visit us online. At basicbrewing.com, you can find archive lists of our audio and video podcasts on home brewing. You can also find our DVDs and our brewer's logbook, where you can track and log up to 50 batches of beer. If you're in Fayetteville, Arkansas, stop by Steve's Brew Shop or find him online at stevesbrewshop.com.
I'm glad we're done with the show. Now I can drink the rest of the keg.